Hi everyone. I have had this beautiful Inca wool sweater for probably 30 years now. It's 100% alpaca wool. And I used to be able to wear it and I wore it lots and it gave me lots of joy. But as I get older, I must be getting sensitive to wool and I can't wear it. So I'm going to say goodbye to this as a sweater, and I'm actually going to felt this and make it into something even more useful. So on this episode, I'm going to show you how to make some felted items as Christmas gifts. So I'm in my laundry room right now and I'm just adding my detergent. And as a side note, I have to tell you, this detergent I use, it's called Norwex Ultra Power Plus, is amazing. I got this bag in the springtime. It was full for $26 from a Norwex representative, and it has no additives or anything in it. And I used about this much in my front loading wash machine for a full heavy load of dirty clothes. So I don't even really need that much right now. So I'm just going to add that detergent. So if you can get Norwex in your area, I recommend it. It is an amazing detergent. So now I'm going to put it on hot and say goodbye to my sweater and thank you for comforting me over so many years. So it's on hot and we'll turn it on and we'll come back and see what's happened. So there goes. Okay, so I felted my sweater, and this was actually 100% alpaca wool. So it didn't felt as tightly as I would have liked, although it'll be satisfactory for what I want to use it for. So I'm going to make two different things with this sweater. I'm going to make myself a pair of mitts, and I'm also going to make myself a pair of really cute felted slippers. So I'm going to save the sleeve portion of the sweater because of the cuff here for the mitts. And then I'm going to use the back part of the sweater for the slippers. So to start with the slippers, what you simply do is first trace your foot out. As you can see, that pencil line there, all the way around. Trace the shape of your foot out on a piece of computer paper, leaving approximately about 1/4 inch on either side. And you're going to do that twice. Okay, so for the second piece, it sounds complicated, but it's really not. So you've got the exact same piece as the front piece, except you're going to go up from the heel here. This is going to be your heel, about 2/3 of the way up. So it's kind of just over a little bit below where your toes begin. And you're going to make a rectangle. Mine's a little crooked. I'm going to have to straighten that out. And make sure it comes in 1 inch from either side and just gets a little bit narrower as you go down to the heel. Then you're going to cut that rectangular piece out. So that piece is going to be the top piece, and that's going to be the bottom piece. So I read the instructions again, and so you should cut out the top of your foot the same as your other slipper. And then when you get past this point here, the 2/3 point, make a line straight down and make sure that each one of these sides is at least 1 inch wide. So I place the top piece on top of the bottom piece, as you can see here, and I'm pinning it all the way around, right down to the bottom here and where it joins. And then I'm going to try it on and adjust it to my foot and then adjust the pins. Okay, so I have this on my foot, so you can see, especially at the back there, where it's a little bit, see it's a little loose here, but once it's sewn together, it'll fit. So the next thing I'm going to do is make a blanket stitch all the way around the entire slipper end at the back. These are kind of cute. Okay, so now I'm working on the blanket stitch. So you can see how I've pinned this all around. So the easiest way I can describe to do a blanket stitch, this is the bottom sole and this is the top of the slipper. So what you're going to do is keep your yarn in the back here, bring your needle up through the bottom, from the bottom up through the top, keeping the yarn behind the needle here, and then just pull it all up. I'm just using some acrylic yarn that I had in my knitting stash upstairs, just using black. You could use anything you want. There, so I'm getting that, whoops, that's just the tail here. Just a minute. There, I'm getting that cool blanket stitch, you see? Right along there. So I'm just going to continue to do that all the way around my cool felted slipper. All the way around. Okay, here's my finished slippers. Love, 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 love them. They turned out so nice and they are so cozy and warm. And I just want you to note here, this part, this is the button band that was at the top of the, this is the button band from the sweater. So you just sew it wrong sides together with a running stitch. I just used black. You can see it poking through, but it doesn't bother me at all. And then what I did, let me just slip one off here. Hang on. I took the button, one of the buttons from the front of the sweater, and just stitched it on just as a decorative little button, sort of an embellishment on the back of the slipper. So there's my nice felted slippers from my sweater. What a great way to recycle. So can you see both of them down there? Oops. I just love them. And here's the mitten I made. I haven't made the other one yet. And I'm going to stitch, I just kind of a basting stitch in this right now. You can kind of see it, see there? And I'm going to stitch it with the machine. So you can see here, this is the sleeve of the sweater. It's inside out. So what I simply did is I took a green Sharpie, you can see there, traced my hand around, put my thumb at about a 30-degree angle there and traced all around it. And I only cut out the top part because I left the ribbing intact. I only cut out the top part all the way around. Then when I stitched it together, the ribbing I didn't have to stitch together, as you can see. So I've got myself a pair of mitts and a pair of really awesome slippers. Can't think of a better way to recycle an old wool sweater that's been sitting in my closet for 10 years. So give this a try. I know I'm going to run out to the Goodwill and get some more sweaters and whip up a few more pairs of these slippers for sure for Christmas presents. So we'll see you next time. Bye.